Would you like a website for your local business, but you don't want to pay too much money and you don't want something super hard to use? Great. In this video, I'm going to show you how to build this website just using Mighty Sites, very cheap and easy, and our new integration partner, Elfsight. It's super straightforward. Anyone can do this. Check out what the site looks like when you're done. So this is the website that I just built for a local feed and farm business. You can see that it's got really nice content, pictures of the store, descriptions. Again, this platform's only $9 a month. It's got their Google reviews. I can go over here to see about their chick offering and see that they offer chicks, see photos from their store and their chick department. I can go to their home delivery service and I can see what they offer and their reviews. Building all of this is super straightforward and easy, and you can build a simple professional website for your business for just $9 a month. I'm going to show you exactly how to do that. Without further ado, let me show you how to build this website. So what you're going to start with is a template like this. And this is for an animal feed store, right? So this is a farm and feed store. And I'm actually going to use real content to build this website as if I was building it for my business. And I'm going to show you how fast and easy this is to do. Once you get the hang of it, you're going to understand exactly how for just $9 a month, you can have a professional looking website that you did yourself. So the first thing I'm going to do is go over here and click on Activate Editing Mode. Now, editing mode is going to allow me to update any of these sections. And there's all these really simple tools here that I can click on to update a section of the website. So the first thing that I want to do is I want to update this. So there's going to be a generic photo there, no matter what type of business you are. But I'm going to go to update section and I'm going to update and I'm going to browse for an image from my computer. So I'm just going to take my storefront photo that I'm using as my example here. I'm going to upload it, then click Save Image Selection, and then close. And now there is a nice photo of my store. Now, if you want to see what it looks like when you stop editing mode for a customer, now you can see what it looks like here, right? So you can see that it's actually has the storefront photo there. So now if I go back to activate editing mode, and it's going to put me back in this editing mode. Now, I like this color palette, but let's just say that I wanted something different. I can just click on all these different color designs, and it's going to change the color palette throughout my website. So if you decide that you want a different look and feel for your site, you can just click through all of these different color types to create a new color palette for your website. Simple, straightforward, and it'll change the different rows and things to a new color palette. So now I've got my storefront photo. Now let's just say I want to update this. I maybe want to put my animal feed store. So welcome to Wordle Feed Store. So now I've put welcome to Wordle Feed Store. And then maybe I want to put animal feed, farm, farm supplies, pet supplies, and more. Okay. And then I can add body copy there too if I want, but I'm just going to leave that. And you can see now it's updated there after I click save. So I can also update this action item. Right now, by default, this will go to my contact form. So when somebody clicks on it, it'll bring them to the contact form on my website. So they can fill out a contact form and I'll get a lead. I could just put my phone number there and I could choose to link it to hyperlink to an action, which is click to call. So if they're on their mobile device and they click on that, it would automatically call my business. But for right now, I'm just going to leave it to the contact form. And you can see that there's a lot of pre-written copy here that's already written for you. So to easily edit any of this, you just go to update section and you update this. So I am going to just leave it as is, but I can go in and update any of that content just by clicking on it, going into the text and just writing in what I want there, right? So super easy and straightforward. The other thing I can do is if I'd like a different layout option for that section, so let's just say I'd like this image to be on the left, I can switch it and now the image is on the left. And then if I want to switch it back to the right, now the image is on the right. Okay, so that design change is super straightforward and easy to do. Now, the next thing that you may want to do is you may want to include your Google reviews, which is something that many businesses have on their websites. It helps give you credibility and show people that you're part of their business or show people that you care about their business. So I'm going to go in here and we've partnered with a company called Elfsight. Now they have a ton of free tools, and I'll put the link in the description down below. But if I go to Elfsight, they have all of these widgets that we're built to integrate with. So all you have to do, I'm going to show you right now how simple and straightforward this is. Go into my Elfsight account and I have a Google Reviews widget that I created. It's very simple steps to create these. So I created it and it's free up to a certain amount, and then it's pretty inexpensive. It can be like $5 a month for just paying for the widgets if you need to. So I'm just going to go here to edit, or actually I'm going to go back right here to install. I click on that. See this code that's right here? All I have to do is click copy code, and then I go back to my website and I paste in the Elfsight code, right? So that's all I have to do. And I close it after I save it. And then I go to stop editing. And now I can actually see not only is all this content here, but now I can see that I've actually got my Google reviews now on my site. So a nice little widget, and that's all I had to do was copy and paste that code from the Elfsight widget. Now, what I may want to do is take an image like this and make it more custom to what my site looks like. So I'm going to go down here and I'm going to update this section. I'm just going to go back over to this store that I'm just using an example. I'm going to grab a different storefront photo. So here's a nice one. I'm going to open the image in a new tab so I can look at it. Great, that looks nice. Save image, and I'll just say Wordle 2. Okay, so I've saved the image, and now I'm going to go back to my Mighty site. I'm going to browse. I'm going to upload the image. And then as soon as this uploads, I'm going to click save, save image selection. And there we go. Now I've got a nice photo of my store here in this next section. So that's all I had to do. And you can do that with changing any of these stock photos. Now, if you still want to use a stock photo and not your own image, you go to update image and you click right here on search photo library and it opens up. You can just search. So let's just say a different picture of a horse. You can search here and there are millions of photos that you can use that are pre-licensed to use on your site. So right now, I'll leave the generic horse image that I have, but I wanted to show you those photo options as well. So now I've got my homepage put together pretty well, except for I'm going to want my logo here. So I'm going to go over here, update logo, browse, and here is the logo. So now the logo is uploading to the site. I'm going to save the logo. And again, you can click on the link below to try Mighty Sites whenever you're ready. But now let's just say I want to make it bigger. Great, I can do that, or make it smaller. Either one is fine. Just save my logo when I'm done. And then I can also update the design. So let's just say I'd prefer a layout where it looks like this. I could have it centered like that, or I can leave the design like I had it with the logo to the left. So I'm going to save those design changes. Now, the next thing that I kind of want to have up here is I'd love to have my social media. So I see that they have a Facebook and an Instagram. I'm going to go over here. I'm going to grab the Facebook link and then I'm going to go back to my site and add in Facebook. I'm going to add in the link. All I have to do is copy those links and I'm paste them in the right spot. So I'm going to go over here and add my Instagram. I'm going to save my social links. So there we go. Now I've got my social media links included on the site. I'd also like to include my phone number. So I'll just use a made up phone number, but you would just put your phone number in right here. So let's just say, now what that's going to do is it's going to include it on every page of the website too. And you can also add your address for a retail business. And if you don't have an address, you can just put the city and state that you serve. Now I'm going to go over to this section because I actually want to add a new page. So you can see right up at the top that I can add up to 9 different pages to my site. So I'm going to go in here and I'm going to add, as my next page, I'm going to add a services page. So I'm going to, well, actually, I've already added a services page, but you can see here, I would just type it in, add new page, and it would open it up. So here's my new services page over here. I'm going to click to this. It already populated with this, and now I'm going to activate editing mode. And all I need to do is type in and update the section. So first I'm going to update that image to something that is more pertinent. So they do a lot with chicken feed, so I can see that. So let's just see. So I know they do home delivery, they sell live chickens, things like that. So let's just get a picture of the chicks. So I'm going to just save this image and call it chicks. And then I'm going to go back over here to my site, browse, and add my chicks here. So there we go. I'm going to save this image selection and close. Now you can see I've got an image of the chicks. And now let's just say I wanted to update this content to say chicks for sale. So we sell chicks at our Denver location. And then I can put in details. It doesn't matter what it is, but I can put in details under this that talk about the chicks. So let's just say that I want to say uh, order order ahead of time, come in and pick them up 2 days later. So whatever my services are, I can add that in, and now I've described them. So now I've got a chick page on my website. And if I go to this service is new, it's going to bring me right to this chick page. So I'm going to just make this uh, a little bit easier on us. So let me go to activate editing mode, and I'm just going to clean up that menu a little bit. So let me go to update menu, and then so service is new. I'm just going to call that chicks, and then I'm going to update that, save menu update. And then I'm going to get rid. So now I've got services, which links right here. That's already something that is included in the site. I just didn't edit that part, but it's got a services page. And then we've got a contact. We've got chicks here that talks about chicks. And then I made earlier a home delivery because a lot of these businesses offer home delivery. So I can write in whatever I want. And you can see I put my Google reviews on that page, and it's got a lead form on this page as well. So I'm going to go over here, and let's just say I want to change the order of the menu items. Like I'd like the contact item to be last. So I'm going to go over here, and I'm just going to take this and move it down. So now the contact is last. I'm going to save it. And now you can see contact is last. So about, services, chicks, home delivery. I also want to add to my menu, I want to add a home. So I'm just going to choose the link here somewhere on my website. And then I'm going to add to the homepage header banner section. I'm going to confirm, save my menu, and then there we go. So now if I go to update menu, I did not add it to the menu. So home, choose link, my website, header banner section, confirm, and then add to menu. That's what I need to do. Now save the menu. Okay. And then I'm going to put that to be the first one. So I'm going to go over here to my menu and just add this to be the first item that people see. Okay. Save menu updates. Now I've got home, about, services, chicks, home delivery, and contact information. And the contact information will populate from what you've added to the site as well, right? So it'll populate I'm sorry, the contact information will take them right here to where they can see your contact information at the bottom, and then they can contact you here as well. Now, if you want to make an edit to that, no problem. Go to activate editing mode, and then I'm going to go right here to my contact form, and then I can update this section. Let's just say I want to add my phone number right here as well. I can put phone. There we go. And then save the content there like that. Okay. So now I've got phone number, and I've got, I can add my address there or whatever I want as well. So if I want to on any of these pages, so let's just say I go to my services page or I go to my chicks page, and now I want to add another Elfsight widget. So let's just say I go into my apps, and I'll show you now how to create one of these. Pretty easy. So I'm just going to go to new app, and let's just say I want to include, oh, it could be anything. So I'm talking about my services. Let's just say I want to add a photo gallery. So I can scroll on the left here and see all different options for the photo gallery and what it could look like. Let's just say I like this one, or maybe we'll just use this one so people can scroll through. So I'm going to continue with this, and then I'm going to upload photos for my photo gallery. So I'm just going to go over here. I'm going to download a few photos. So let me just do this. And then I'll do this one. Save that, and then I'll do this one. Okay, so now I'll go back to my website or to my Elfsight gallery, and then I'll just browse photos here. So I'll browse my photos from my computer, and then I will select all of these that I have from before, and I'll open them all up here. And you can see it's uploading my photos. Great, so now I've got a gallery of nice photos here. So now I'm going to click on publish code here, and then I'm going to go back into my Mighty Sites website. And right here, I'm going to activate editing mode. And I'm going to update this section and add photo gallery. Now I just save that and close. And now when I go back to stop editing, you can see now I've also included a photo gallery, a nice photo gallery on my website of everything that's there. And you can see it says my big adventure. That I just edit in here. So I just click on edit and then I click here and then just say, okay, so then I just go over here and I click on layout and then scroll down and I just say photos from our, then capital from our store. Okay, and then I click on publish. And now if I go back over here and I refresh, now you can see it says photos from our store. And it's got some nice photos that I've included as a photo gallery. And then I can always go over here and change all of the layout. So if I want it to be a grid, I can do that. And then if I publish it on Elfsight and refresh over here, now you can see I've got a grid of photos from the store. And then a customer can even click on those to see them closer up. And so go back to the home page. Now you can see how quickly and easily I can build a nice website for my store or any type of business using Mighty Sites with all these different pages and all these different widgets from Elfsight. If you have any questions, let us know in the comments, but click on the link below to try Mighty Sites, and we'd love to have you on the platform because we try to make it simple, easy, and cheap for local businesses like you to get an online presence for the business. We'll catch you in the next video.